Hello there everyone, it's Mark Watson here. Just wanted to basically make a short video in relation to some stuff that I've seen posted on the internet. It's in relation to the death of Michael Jackson, and basically what I've just read sickens me. I mean, I, like all of his other fans out there, was devastated when he died. I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say that. You cannot deny his musical talent, and before any of you got on about calling him a paedophile, I'm not going to get nasty with you. That's your opinion and you're entitled to it, but I would like to remind you that on one case he settled out of court, and in the second he was acquitted. Second one I personally saw through it straight away, and to be honest, it was those people I think that ultimately wrecked him. Basically, the point I'm making here is that I've seen it said on the internet that people think that when Paris, his daughter, spoke at the end of his memorial, that she was faking it when she cried. Just the mere suggestion of that makes me sick. She had just lost her dad. The funeral was held very publicly, observed by millions, maybe even billions around the world. And especially at that age, to get up and speak on stage when you've got millions of people watching you is a very, very brave thing to do. I mean, I remained relatively calm throughout maybe half of the memorial, but I will not admit that I did cry quite a lot, because being a fan. But when Paris got up and said those words, it broke my heart. The sheer bravery that she showed. I mean, I'm speaking from personal experience here as well. I'm going to give you my own personal experience. I lost my nan when I was 10, just before I turned 11. It was 12 days that we laid her to rest, before my birthday that we laid her to rest. And I was very close to her, and when we had her funeral, I too went up in the church and said my own little memorial in her memory. It was only a age or so. And the thing is that when I finished reading it, I managed to hold myself together. As for how, I do not know. But when I finished reading it, that's when it hit me that she was gone. Because you go into denial on that sort of thing. And that's when it hit me, when I finished reading. That's when I realised she was gone. And for me, it was too much. I too broke down in pieces. So much so that my mum had to come and get me. And in that way, I feel that I can sympathise with Paris. Speaking up in tribute to a lost loved one when you're young is extremely difficult. And I was roughly, I think I was 11 at the time. I was 10. And so I was round about Paris's age. And it's extremely difficult to do that. And it's the ultimate tribute I think you can give. I mean, my family said that I'd said goodbye to her in the best way possible. And for Paris to get up on stage in front of all those people was extraordinarily brave. And it melted my heart to see her break down like that. People are saying that she was faking it, but I do not buy that at all. If you listen very carefully to her, I think that she is trying very hard to keep her emotions under control. Listen to her carefully. It's extremely difficult to do something like that. And what sickens me even more is because they're on the internet, you can look if you don't believe me, there were pictures taken by paparazzi showing her driving away from the memorial, breaking her heart in the car. And that personally sickens me. That's probably the worst possible thing one can do. I mean, a family has just lost their dad. And I've got my own personal opinion about what happened, but I'm not going to mention it here. If you want to know what my view is, then message me privately. But the sheer thought that Paris was faking her breakdown, I think, is near on sickening. And anyone that even suggests that, I think, hasn't got a heart. You're talking about a little girl whom has lost her dad in a very high-profile manner. Even if it had been private, it's bad enough. But when you've got the whole world watching you and knowing about it, none of us can even begin to imagine what that's like. I mean, it sickens me personally. And the people that think she was faking it, I don't think have got any heart. Anyway, do I think she was faking it? No. And it just... Well, no. I can't say what's on my mind, as it'll offend people. Why would she fake something like that when she goes up and gives such a heartwarming and heartbreaking tribute to her dad, whom she no doubt loved to pieces? Because that's what she said. I mean, those of you that think she's faking it, I mean, come on, people. Where's your heart? You're talking about an 11-year-old girl. I mean, music lost a major icon that day. And I, like all of his fans around the world, was devastated. It's bad enough, what with people calling him a paedophile, despite the fact he was acquitted, without spreading this stuff about his daughter faking the tears. Come on, people. I mean, it matters not to me whether you liked his music or not. He's dead. The man's dead. Let him rest. I mean, you wouldn't like it if any of that happened to you. And let him rest and let his family grieve. Please. It's just sickening, really, some of these rumours that are flying around. Paris said goodbye in the best possible way. And I'm sure I speak for a lot of people when I say that the courage and the braveness that she's shown was second to none. If anyone's got any comments, please feel free to drop them below and underneath. Please understand, however, that although I will not be upset if you disagree with me, please disagree with me in a respectful way. Anything that's disrespectful will be deleted. Take care, everyone.